Welcome, everyone. This is Recovery Dharma. My name is Julia. I'm so happy to be here. I really, really am. And I'd like to share with you all a sentiment of metta, loving kindness. And I'd like to find one that our wonderful friend Sean made. Kind of all mixed in here, but I'm feeling really called to share one of his. Ooh, here's some good ones. Alrighty, can you see that one? Beautiful symmetry of that circle. The sentiment that came forward for this one reads, "May my center be still. May my center be still." For the month of December, friends, we have been exploring this theme of peace, the cultivation of peace, the understanding of peace, as well as exploring peace's opposite. You know, the virtues, the emotions, the sensations that we experience that aren't particularly peaceful. Sometimes exploring antonyms, the opposite of a thing, can really give us a better understanding of the thing itself. Because one of the things the Buddhist approach teaches us is that the nature of reality is a combination of both its light and its dark. What we would consider its good and its bad, its positive and its negative. And so I really like words, and I like to look up synonyms for words. And my motivation for that is sometimes we're in situations where we're feeling something, but it doesn't necessarily feel peaceful in terms of a definition that we've been holding on to, a definition of peace that we're highly attached to. And that tends to be quite limiting. So when we add different words, then our experience of peace begins to broaden, and we have new words, new labels, new identifiers for whatever it is that we're experiencing in life, all of it sheltering under the umbrella of peace. So I'd like to take a moment for our practice today and simply slowly read these words, and I'll read them once forward and then once back. And that will be our practice. And I just encourage you to go with whatever is coming alive for you. I'm going to take a moment and close my eyes. And I encourage you to take a noble posture. That may mean lying down, feeling fully supported by the earth, the floor, your bed, pillows, blankets. It might also mean sitting on a cushion, nice and tall, or sitting in a chair, nice and tall. Your noble posture could be in movement. The thing about a noble posture that is consistent, however, is the placement of your shoulders. And they are rolled up to the ears and rolled back so that the heart has an opportunity to open. The belly is soft, the gaze is inward, and the attention is momentarily on the breath as a way of centering the stillness in you. " 23 synonyms for peace. 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 23 synonyms for pea tranquility, calm, quiet, harmony, order, concord, amity, goodwill, stillness, private, seclusion, solitude, serenity, equanimity, rest, ease, nirvana, joy, contentment, comfort, diplomatic, gentle, agreement. And there you have it. 23 words for December 23rd, 2024. Synonyms for peace. At the very beginning of the month, I shared with you a famous phrase by Thich Nhat Hanh, which is, "There is no way to peace. Peace is the way." And these synonyms are like friends, really, nuggets of wisdom that you can carry with you, tokens of mindful reminders. That on the way to peace, things may not be particularly peaceful, but what we bring to that could be, maybe in a slightly different form. So let me read these words again, but I'll start backwards. I'll start with the 23rd word. Sometimes hearing them in a different order is stimulating. Agreement. Gentle. Diplomatic. Comfort. Contentment. Joy. Nirvana. Ease. Rest. Equanimity. Serenity. Solitude. Seclusion. Private. Stillness. Goodwill. Amity. concord, order, harmony, quiet, calm, tranquility. Friends, probably the most important thing to hold close when we are remembering that peace is the way. There is no way to peace. Peace is the way. Is on that way, on that journey, peace is impermanent. There are going to be conditions of life, if you are truly playing with life and dancing with life and being with life, that are going to challenge the constant state of peace. And this is just what it means to be alive. So you're going along and you're feeling all tranquil and life is good. And you step in dog dew and you're wearing really gritty shoes. You've got not a flat sole, but a sole on the bottom of your boot that has all kinds of crevices. Mess, ugh, gross, yuck. I was having such a good day. This was such a wonderful day. Why did this happen? And now, before we know it, we're spinning off and we no longer feel peaceful. Yeah, there it is. But even though the conditions change and we respond and react to those changes, the deeper wisdom is that within each of us is an incorruptible Buddha nature, an incorruptible awakened consciousness that can see all of this unfurling, sees it happening, recognizes it for what it is, and can come back to peace, can come back to being peaceful, like, oh, that's a bummer. Okay, well, we'll take a minute and we'll clean off our boots. And being able, friends, to take stock of that is also part of the process. So not only when you're aware of your peace being dismantled in one moment, and then being aware, oh, wait a minute, I know what's happening here. This is life, and it's impermanent, and I'm reacting to it, and I can draw from that incorruptible wellspring of peace within me and restore myself. I'm okay. I can deal with this. And then we keep going along our way until the next interruption. But what we don't want to fall asleep to is taking stock of the fact that we noticed. We were aware. We made the course correction. We shifted our reaction. Recognizing that maybe a year ago that would have ruined our day. We would have flown off the handle. And now, a year later, with practice, wow, we're responding so differently. There's such a settled sense of calm within that wasn't there before. That is worth noting. That's like putting a signpost down that reads, this way, keep going, for someone else to see. It's a way to stay encouraged. And I'll add, at least from my experience in this life, in this incarnation, I really don't think for me it is a matter of being peaceful 100% of the time, or even endeavoring to be that way. I want to experience the range of what it means to be fully human. I want to feel my anger. I want to feel my grief. I want to know what confusion is like. I don't want to try to tell myself that when I'm in those challenging emotions that I'm doing something wrong or something is wrong. Instead, I would much rather be present to that. And the only way I can do that is by tapping into my incorruptible sense of peace. It gives me courage. It helps me stay strong. It allows me to remain present to myself even when I'm uncomfortable and discouraged. And I keep going. Breathing in, may my center be still and peaceful. Breathing out, I am still and peaceful. Let's go ahead and end our practice with a dedication of merit. Remember, friends, to email me with any questions or concerns. We are so grateful for donations. If that's something that feels alive in you, and have a wonderful evening. And so I'd like to just invite everybody to come back to a noble posture. And just take a deep breath. I'd like to share with you as a dedication of merit to recognize the goodness that we have created here today by gathering together, by talking about the Buddha, by reviewing some Dharma, by taking this in and allowing this different perspective and this new way of being to really change us. And then to bring that change into the world as a vehicle of benefit. And it just reminds me of something that Santa says. Be good for goodness' sake. And I really love that because it's not an admonishment. Be good for goodness' sake or else kind of a thing. It's for the sake of goodness. Be good. Whatever that means to you, however that is alive in you. For the sake of peace, be peaceful. For the sake of love, be loving. For the sake of joy, be joyful. It can go on and on. May you bring this into your heart and mind. There may you find harmony, and may that incorruptible place of you that has existed since beginningless time be ignited, shine bright, and heal the world. Thank you so much for your beautiful practice, friends. We'll see you next time. Namaste.